Good day, grade 7 of Iloilo National High School. Today, we are going to talk about the Moro Islamic vocal music of Mindanao. The Islamic community in the Philippines consists of ethno-linguistic groups. The following are the representative music selection of Mindanao. Chants, lyrical rendition of different improvised texts. We have Lugo, chants that they use in reading his or her Quran and other books they use in his or her Islam religion. Kalangan, songs that they use for serenading his or her loved ones. Sail or Lunsay, an important chant to be sung by the wife-to-be during the ceremony that talks about married life. Maranaos have an extensive vocal repertoire such as Dhikr, sacred songs highlighted by quotation from the Quran. Bayok, semi-generic term for a lyrical rendition of a different improvised text. We have the lullaby, chant style or chant formula used in rocking a baby to sleep. Examples are Yaya and Bayok. Yaya is a song of the Yakans to put the baby to sleep, sung in a relaxed, slow manner, sung and soothing while rocking the baby. Bayok is also a Maranao term for lullaby. Characteristics of this music are similarities to exist in some vocal styles within the large society, but theoretically concept, functions, aesthetic, and repertoires differ from culture to culture and even from village to village, belonging to one language group. Here are specific vocal characteristics of Islamic Mindanao music. We have melisma singing, a single syllable of text while moving between several different notes in succession. It's more applicable to actual singing and makes the notes easier. Next is song phrases, a unit of musical meter that has a complete musical sense of its own, built from figures, motifs, and cells, and combining to form melodies, periods in a large section. We have narrow singing. Sing with narrow vowels because it will keep you from yelling. Fluid singing, continuity of slow of singing. Tremolo, the rapid reiteration of a musical tone or of alternating tones to produce a tremulous effect. Strained voice, a controlled vocal capacity. And nasal enunciation, a type of speaking voice characterized by speech with a nasal quality. It can also occur naturally because of genetic variation. Nasal speech can be divided into hyponasal and hypernasal. Now let's proceed to the instrumental music used in Mindanao. Let's start with Kaluntang in song. Gong-based ensemble used by the Maguindanao and Maranao of Western Mindanao, Tausog, the Yakan, and the Sama-Bajau of the Sulu archipelago. They have varied functions but are mostly used for celebrations, rituals, and are mainly divided into two types. Kulintangan ensemble for Manobo and Cotabato, or Kulintangan ensemble of 6 hanging gongs in a row, hang on ropes in pyramidical order with the smaller and higher pitched gongs near the top, like Tahungo, Agong, Salmagi, Luwon Simagi. Suspended gongs and psalms for 9 to 11 gongs played a melody and throne player in various names according to each tribe. Ensemble may be completed with 1 or 2 drums.
Gong music of Mindanao. Gongs are common in Southeast Asia. Its early version, the ancient kettle gong, dates back to around 300 BCE. Gongs are of different sizes and shapes, either flat or with a center boss or knob. The bossed gong varies in diameter, shape, and depth of their rims, and the ways which they are being sounded. They can be found in Palawan, Mindanao, and Sulu archipelagos. The bossed gongs of southern Philippines has 3 types. The Agung, the Gondingan, and the Kulintang. The Agung is a large bossed gong with deep, slightly tuned-in rims, hung on wooden frames or from rafters, or if small enough, it is held in one hand. It is played individually, in groups, or as a part of a larger ensemble. Traditionally, this instrument is played by male performers. Sometimes, two agungs of different pitches, suspended side by side facing each other, are played in the Palabuni-bunyan. Let's watch an example of agung music. The gundingan has narrower, very slightly turned-in rims, and their bosses are not as prominent as the agungs. They are hung and played individually or in ensemble. The instrument is sounded using a pair of sticks with a thick rubber padding at the ends. Traditionally, this instrument is played by a woman. Let's watch a sample music of gundingan.
This is called gandingan, and we also consider these talking gongs. We use the word talking gongs because we also play the music to send a message, because lots of spoken words we have can also be played on this instrument. If I say, come here, I'm waiting for you. And when we say it in our language, we say, singkaden, pagangapang ko saka. So when we play it, singkaden, pagangapang ko saka, and we only use 3 gongs here. So it should be singka pagangapang ko saka. So that's what it means. Come here, I'm waiting for you. That's one very commonly used, and so many different spoken words we use when we play this.
The kulintang is a gong chime, graduated bossed gongs laid in a row on a wooden frame or mat. It plays an important soloistic role in gong ensembles. The instrument is traditionally played by a woman. It is thought that a good-looking player should be able to play without looking at the gongs as she strikes them. Let's listen and watch to sample kulintang music. The Palabuni-bunyan. The Palabuni-bunyan literally means an ensemble of loud instruments. It is also the term to call the Mindanao gong ensembles, which consists of 5 instruments: the kulintang, agung, gundingan, Dabakan, and Babandil. Musical pieces played in the Palaboni Bunyan fall under 4 categories: Binalig, also called Siarong, Sinulog, Titu, and Tagungo. Unlike the first 3 categories that are played in various kinds of festivities, Tagungo is exclusively for ritual and is usually accompanied by a ritual dance called Sagayan. The main structure of Kulintang pieces consists of the introduction, repeated section, ascending and descending transitions, and the conclusion. The length of the pieces usually depends on the player, as she would choose to repeat some sections several times. Let's watch a sample music of Palaboni Bunyan Ensemble.
Ensemble Binalig.
The Dabakan is a goblet-shaped wooden drum covered with goat, lizard, or snake skin. Like the Kulintang frame, it is about a couple of inches taller than the seat of a regular dining chair. Traditionally, the instrument is played by a woman who sits on a chair as she plays. This is played by striking it with 2 thin bamboo sticks about 1.5 feet in length and about 1/2 inch in width. Let's listen to Dabakan music. The Babandil, also called Babandur, is about 20 centimeters in diameter and has narrow, very slightly turned-in rims. It makes a thin sound when struck on the rim with a bamboo stick. Traditionally, this instrument may be played by both male and female. In some parts of Mindanao is considered as the main instrument of the Palaboni Bunyan. Let's listen to Babandil music. Lute music. Lute music of Mindanao. Lute is perhaps the most common stringed instrument in the world. It consists of a resonating chamber and a neck with strings that run the full length of the instrument. The strings may be plucked with fingers or with the use of a plectrum, pick. The 2-stringed lute varies in name and have some slight differences in terms of its physical attributes. Here are some local names for the lute. The Kutyapi is a 2-stringed, fretted boat lute. It is the only stringed instrument among the Maguindanaoan. It is 4 to 6 feet long with 9 frets. A common drone is played with 1 string while the other, an octave above the drone. Let's watch and listen to Kutyapi sample music played by Samayan Sulaiman. music. Bamboo music of the Mindanao. Gabong. Gabong is a bamboo xylophone that is found among groups in the southernmost portion of the Philippines. It consists of bamboo keys graduated lengths mounted on a trapezoid resonance box. The number of plates vary among the different groups. Let's watch and listen to Gabong sample music. Kubing. A type of juice harp made of bamboo, kubing is found among the Maguindanaoan and other Muslim and non-Muslim tribes. Traditionally, considered an intimate instrument, usually used as communication between family or a loved one in close quarters. The male used it frequently for short-distance courtship rather than female. Let's listen to sample music of kubing. Soling. The Maguindanaoan soling is the smallest bamboo flute of the Maguindanaoan and the only one classified as a ring flute. The other two bamboo flutes of the Maguindanaoan, the tuimpong and the palandog, are both lip valley flutes. Air is passed through the soling via a blowing hole found at the bottom of the instrument, and pitch is controlled via 5-finger holes on the top and 1-finger hole located on the bottom. Traditionally only the palandog was commonly played, but because of the difficult nature of playing the palandog, both the tuimpong and the soling have come to replace the palandog as the Maguindanaoan's most common aerophones. Let's listen to sample soling music.